Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. For this video, I am going to be doing an in-depth review on the Beis Weekend Bag. This is the original weekend bag. I don't have like the small convertible one, so this is going to be on the big boy. But as always, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and also leave me a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on the Beis Weekend Bag, if you would get it, if you've even heard about it. Also let me know of any other fashion brands or specific pieces you guys would be interested in me doing a review on. And let's go ahead and jump into it. So for those of you who aren't familiar with it, Beis is kind of like a travel lifestyle accessory brand. They specialize in things like bags, wallets, passport holders, all sorts of things for travel, mom life, business, you name it. For the busy girl on the go, they cater to it. And the big thing with their products is the functionality of it. Everything is always very, very thought out. There's a reason why there are certain pouches, it's designed a certain way and things like that. And I personally love stuff like that. I love it when I can find a bag that's kind of like designed and catered to my lifestyle. Kind of helps me out with organizing myself a little bit because I'm not the most organized person in the world. So I'd heard about Beis for a little while. I knew that it was made by Shay Mitchell. If you are a Pretty Little Liar fan, you are definitely familiar with that name. But she is an actress who started this brand, and I had seen the bags around. I didn't really know much about them. I didn't know how well thought out they were until I had seen Claudia Sulewski actually show the weekend bag on her channel and just kind of go through all of the different features it has, how it helps her to organize herself for travel and stuff like that. And I was like, that is the absolute perfect carry-on bag. It's definitely a perfect weekend bag. So I had been like wanting to get my hands on it. And since we were gonna be traveling so much this year, I decided to put on my Christmas list because I was like, that would be the perfect thing to pack for the plane to make sure that I have at least like a good amount of clothes and everything that I need in case for some reason my carry-on gets lost somewhere. But they are a bit of an investment piece. It's not like they cost thousands of dollars, but the bags do generally start at about the $100 mark. So it's not a drop in the bucket. You are going to invest in it a little bit. And in this video, I really wanted to dive in depth into, is it worth it? Is all the thought and effort that went into the design and functionality of these bags, specifically obviously the weekend bag, worth the investment? So once again, here is the bag. Obviously I got the black one, and Trevor was actually so sweet, and he was the one who gifted me this off of my Christmas list. And I was so excited about it because, I mean, if you guys have been following along, you know that just in January I went to Texas and I went to Australia. So one medium trip, one big trip. And then this summer we're also going to be going to Europe. We're going to be going to both London and Paris. And then it wouldn't surprise me if a Las Vegas or a San Francisco trip gets thrown in there as well at some point this year. So for me, just off the bat, with having so many trips, it was like definitely worth it for me to give this bag a shot just to see if it would really truly be an asset to the whole traveling lifestyle. So to start out with, you guys can see this is a good sized bag. I'll go ahead and stand up. You get up on my chair, but you guys can see this covers pretty much most of my body, so there's definitely a lot of room in this bad boy. It does have the shoulder straps, and these like are folded. They're not necessarily like fully padded, but they are folded to help make them a little bit more comfortable. And then if you want, it does have a crossbody strap, which I don't really use this unless I have like a lot of other bags that I'm carrying, just because this bag on its own is actually kind of heavy. So then once you start packing it, it gets really, really heavy, and this is like a lot of stress to be pulling on your neck. But this bag definitely has a ton of features on it. So it has this front pocket, which is just a small little pocket that you can throw things into that you need to get easily, like maybe your cell phone, your passport holder, or your wallet or something like that, maybe just a few cards. Right now I have lipsticks in here. So that's just like a quick, easy access section of this bag. And then on the back, it does have the trolley carry. You just unzip it, then you put the handle of your luggage right through it so it can sit right on top of your luggage and you don't have to carry it around, because like I said, it does get really, really heavy. Then on the bottom right here, this whole section is a shoe compartment, which is actually, believe it or not, the thing that kind of like sold it for me. So you just unzip it right here. This is not detachable on the original weekend bag. There is a mini convertible weekend bag where you can detach this, but for the big one, that's not an option. But here is the shoe compartment section, and you guys, this this fits so many pairs of shoes. Depending on what kinds of shoes I'm bringing, it can fit anywhere from 3 to 5 shoes. If I mainly have like lighter shoes, like maybe heels, flip-flops, and a couple of wedges, I can definitely probably fit up to 6 shoes in here. But if I'm working with sneakers, probably 3 to 4. And then if I have boots, that's where I'm more looking at like 3 pairs. For Australia, I actually ended up packing, I think, 4 pairs of shoes in here. I had my Timberlands in here, my heels for the wedding, a pair of wedges, and flip-flops, and oh, technically 5 because I had room to let Trevor put in 1 pair of shoes in here, and his feet are big. So there actually is a good amount of space in here, and you want to fill up the space as much as possible. Since the bulk of the bag rests on it, you want it to be a really, really good base so that it doesn't sink in on itself. I have seen though a lot of people leave in the little cardboard border that it comes with. I wish I had seen that before I threw it out. I just kind of got so excited about this bag that I unpacked it. I didn't like watch any reviews, but truthfully, if you get this bag, that's probably a good idea, is to leave that in there so that it continues to stand up, because right now, if I don't have enough in there, it'll sink. But going into the main compartment, and I'm so sorry you guys, there's so much animal hair on here, but it does open from the top right over here, and there are 2 zippers. And just so you guys know, all the hardware on this is really, really nice. I love the black one because it just like all matches so well. And I got black for myself personally because I knew I was gonna thrash it, so I was like, let's just leave it black. But it is a doctor bag opening, which means that when it opens, it stays open, which is so convenient for packing because you can just like keep dropping things in there and it's not gonna close on itself, it's not gonna collapse, it's gonna stay open for you so that you can continue to work in here. But this is what the inside looks like. It's extremely roomy in here. So right off the bat, the other selling feature for me on this bag in particular is this. This is a little laptop sleeve that's built right into the bag. I love it. I always slip my laptop in there. And then flipping it over, it has a few different pockets here. On the other side, it has one big pocket. I generally like to put like underwear or socks in, or just smaller pieces that I don't want to get too lost in all of this. Then it has 2 small compartments right here that I'll usually put things in there like pasties, or I bring my microfiber towels with me to remove my makeup, so I might slip those in there. And then just basically a ton of room. Sorry, my sunglass case is in there. It's kind of like rolling around in there. So when I went to Texas, this was the only luggage that I brought with me, and I was packing for 4 days, and this definitely fit almost everything. I wasn't sure what the weather was gonna be like in Texas, so I packed way more outerwear than I needed. Had I not done that, this would have been more than enough. But I just like am so in love with all of the room in here. I will say though, when you are packing it, it can be deceiving with this doctor bag opening, just because it seems like you can fill it to the top, but you can't, because this does need to close. You do have to be cognizant about the fact that you can't fill it to the top, or else it's not going to close all the way. I made that mistake the first time I packed this, and that was when I discovered that I needed to bring one extra small bag to put one of my jackets in. But I just like love how well thought out this bag was. I think that they just like definitely paid attention to like everything that goes into packing and stuff like that. It's definitely more than enough room for like a weekend trip if you're only packing for like 2 days or so. I think that it's definitely absolutely perfect for that. I also really love that the inside here is a wipeable nylon. It makes it really easy in case maybe your cosmetics burst in the plane or something, or get squished and open up. You can wipe it down nice and easy without too much hassle. But like I said, I did use this as my main luggage for Texas, and then for Australia, I actually use this as my carry-on bag. The way that I packed this for Australia was that I packed all of the electronics in here, so that was all in one place. Then I packed 2 or 3 outfits in here just in case our check-in luggage got lost in transit, because I get very, very paranoid about that. And then as I mentioned earlier, I packed pretty much all of my shoes in here, except for actually the pair that I was wearing on the plane. So it's definitely a wonderful carry-on as well. I will say though, if you're planning to use this as a carry-on, just be aware that it does not fit under your seat. So this does need to be the one bag that you're gonna put up top. Another thing too is, like I had mentioned earlier, it does get really, really heavy. So if you're traveling with someone who is bringing a roller bag, I would suggest suggest being very nice and asking them if you can use the trolley carry to put this on top of their bag, maybe offer to push their bag for them, because I promise you, running through the airport, you are gonna get fatigued really, really fast with this bag because it's just so much weight on your shoulder. But for me personally and my lifestyle, this has actually been really, really wonderful because this has become my go-to bag to pack for shoots. You guys know that I shoot Instagram photos about every other weekend, and this bag has made that so much easier. I used to have to pack 2 or 3 bags worth of stuff to get all of my shoes, all of the outfits, and all of the accessories in, but everything literally fits in this one bag. In fact, I went to go shoot yesterday and all 5 outfits that I shot, including the bags that went with them, the jewelry, and the shoes, all fit within this bag, and it was so perfect. It was really nice leaving the house and only having to grab one thing. So for me and my lifestyle and the fact that I do that, this has just given me its value tenfold, because like I said, I do that every other weekend, so I know that I'll be using this a lot. Which brings me into, is it worth it? Obviously, yes, it is very worth it in my opinion, especially if you are a traveler. Even if you don't plan to use this for every single trip, it's a nice option to have in your collection, especially if you have the kind of lifestyle where you might need to do a quick weekend getaway once in a while or something like that, and you need a bag that's really quick, really easy to pack, no muss, no fuss. If you're willing to carry it through the airport, this is a great one. I think that this would honestly be even better if you're the type that does a lot of road trips, because all you have to do is carry it to your car, then from there it's just in your car. Like I've said a few times, carrying it through the airport can be very, very tiring, but it's just so functional, so well thought out. Honestly, the amount of detail that went into this bag to me makes it so worth the money. This particular bag is $98, and Beis does have Afterpay, so you can go ahead and split that into 4 payments if you need to. But if you have a few trips coming up, I would really suggest taking a look at it. And even if this bag is too big for you, just based on me reviewing this alone, I would say the mini convertible weekender bag would be a really, really great option if you don't want to go this big. It still has all the same functionalities as this big one. It's just a smaller bag, but overall, I really, really love what Beis is doing as a company. The quality on this is so wonderful. The leather straps are really, really sturdy. All of the zippers on here are super good quality. They don't get stuck. You can see it and hear it right here. It's just so smooth to zip and unzip this. And then in particular for me, my favorite part is the shoe compartment, because it fits so many shoes, because I'm just the type, I'm constantly switching up my shoes, and like I get paranoid that I'm gonna need like 6 different pairs for like a 2-day trip, because I'm crazy. But I will tell you, I am so in love with this bag that I've decided I'm actually gonna be getting myself the convertible backpack. Beis has a backpack that can convert into a tote or a backpack, and it does have the laptop sleeve in that backpack, so I have my eye on that one next. I'm definitely gonna get it for Europe, but I'm probably gonna get it way beforehand because it's really, really stylish, so I feel like I can just like bring it with me to Texas along with this and I'll be all set. But anyways, that was it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope it gave you guys some really good information in case you are interested in one of these bags. Hopefully made your decision a little bit easier whether you decide to go with it or not. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, follow me on social media. All of my profiles are linked down below in the description bar, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.